Welcome to our channel. Today we're exploring an intriguing question that many Muslim cat lovers have wondered about. Are cats considered pure in Islam? Let's start with the basics. In Islamic jurisprudence, animals are generally categorized as either pure or impure. This classification is important for various religious practices, including prayer and ritual cleanliness. Cats hold a special place in Islamic tradition. There are several hadiths that mention cats in a positive light. One of the most famous is narrated by Abu Dawud, where the Prophet is reported to have said, "Cats are not impure, they are from among those who go around amongst you." This hadith is often cited as evidence for the purity of cats in Islam. It suggests that cats, unlike some other animals, do not nullify one's ablution or contaminate their surroundings. This view is supported by the fact that cats were allowed to freely roam in the Prophet's mosque in Medina. Another well-known story involves Abu Huraira, a companion of the Prophet, whose name literally means father of the kitten. He was given this nickname due to his fondness for cats. It's said that he always carried a kitten in his sleeve, highlighting the acceptability of close contact with cats during the time of the Prophet. The Quran itself doesn't explicitly mention cats, but it does emphasize kindness to animals in general. Surah Al-An'am, verse 38, states, "And there is no creature on or within the earth or bird that flies with its wings, except that they are communities like you." This verse underscores the idea that all creatures, including cats, are part of Allah's creation and deserving of respect. However, it's important to note that while cats are generally considered pure, this doesn't mean they're exempt from all hygienic considerations. Islamic scholars advise that if a cat's mouth or paws come into contact with impure substances, such as carrion or waste, those specific parts should be considered impure until cleaned. Some Muslims may wonder about the permissibility of keeping cats as pets. Unlike dogs, which have more complex rulings in Islamic law, there's a general consensus that keeping cats as pets is allowed. The Prophet Muhammad himself was known to be fond of cats, and there are stories of him showing kindness to these animals. One such story tells of how the Prophet once cut off a piece of his cloak rather than disturb a cat that had fallen asleep on it. This act of compassion towards a cat is often cited as an example of the high status these animals hold in Islamic tradition. It's worth mentioning that while cats are considered pure, this doesn't give Muslims license to neglect their care. Islamic teachings emphasize the responsibility of humans towards animals under their care. The Prophet is reported to have said, "A woman was punished because of a cat which she had imprisoned until it died. She entered the hell fire because of it." This hadith serves as a reminder of the serious obligation Muslims have to treat animals, including cats, with kindness and care. In terms of practical application, the purity status of cats means that Muslims don't need to worry about invalidating their ablution if they touch or pet a cat before prayer. It also means that cat hair on clothing or prayer mats isn't considered a barrier to prayer, although many Muslims prefer to keep their prayer areas as clean as possible out of respect for the act of worship. Some scholars have drawn interesting parallels between the nature of cats and Islamic values. Cats are known for their cleanliness, spending a significant portion of their day grooming themselves. This characteristic aligns well with the Islamic emphasis on physical and spiritual purity. Additionally, cats are often admired for their independence and dignity, qualities that are also valued in Islamic teachings. The quiet strength and self-sufficiency of cats can be seen as a reflection of the ideal Muslim character, balancing self-reliance with community involvement. It's fascinating to note how cultural attitudes towards cats can vary across the Muslim world. In many predominantly Muslim countries, cats are a common sight in streets, markets, and even mosques. This prevalence is often attributed to the positive view of cats in Islamic tradition. However, it's crucial to remember that while cats are considered pure, and keeping them as pets is permissible, this doesn't mean every Muslim household must have a cat. Personal preferences, living situations, and individual circumstances all play a role in the decision to keep pets. As we conclude, it's clear that cats hold a special status in Islamic tradition. Their purity, coupled with the numerous positive references in hadiths and Islamic history, has cemented their place as beloved creatures in many Muslim communities. Whether you're a cat owner or simply an admirer of these graceful animals, understanding their status in Islam can deepen your appreciation for the compassion and wisdom embedded in Islamic teachings.